Okay, next part of functions so is graphs of functions. Okay, a lot of this is revision again. Okay, there's a small bit new in it, and I'll point it out when we get to it. Okay, but most of it is revision. However, some of it, especially the quadratics, we would only have done once this year, so it could definitely do a bit of a refreshing. Okay, so there's 3 types of functions that we need to be aware of for junior cert. So we have linear, quadratic, and exponential. Okay, and they're also the 3 types of sequences that you have to recognise. Okay, so the first we'll revise so is linear. Okay, and we should be well used to this now, even from coordinate geometry. Okay, so if we were asked to sketch the following, so we know that it looks like y equals mx plus c. M is the slope, 2/3, c is where it cuts the y-axis to. Okay, so I'd say you could probably put this into your notes copy. It's in there already, most of it, but some of it is new, so it's no harm to put it in again. Okay, so when we're sketching it over here, we go to 2 on the y-axis, and the rise over the run, so the rise is up 2 and right 3. Okay, and it's right because it's a positive slope. Okay, so we always go up, we go right if it's positive, left if it's negative. Okay, we've done lots and lots of that now since second year. Okay, this one, now the trouble with this one is that it's not in the right format of y equals mx plus c. So our first step is to rearrange it. Okay, so we want to get y on its own on the left. So 3y is equal to minus 2x plus 6. Okay, we've done lots of this again in coordinate geometry, but those of you who sent me your results back from Easter, the majority of you have said that it's the coordinate geometry that you're still getting stuck on. Okay, so if we want to read the slope, or if we want to sketch it, anything like that, we need to rearrange it to y equals mx plus c. So we've got 3y on its own on the left, but we must get y on its own. So we must divide by 3, so next. So we're left with y equals minus 2 over 3x plus 2. And the slope there now is minus 2 over 3. Where it cuts the y-axis is 2. Okay, so I know some of you got caught out in that in the mocks. You didn't divide by the number in front of y. Y must be completely on its own before we can read any information from the equation. Okay, so it cuts the y-axis at 2, so put a dot there. And the slope is minus 2 over 3, so it'll still rise up 2. Because it's a negative slope, we'll go left 3. Okay, so always up, but left if it's negative. And we'll join that up. Okay, you can do a better job of that now with your rulers at home. Okay, now the next one is new. Okay, so we've got y equals 4. Okay, so I suppose it still kind of looks like y equals mx plus c, except that we're missing the x term. Okay, so I suppose m really is 0 there, because 0 times x would be 0 and it'd be gone. So really we could rewrite that if you want as y equals 0x plus 4. So where it cuts the y-axis is still 4. Okay, so we'll go over here to 4 on the y-axis, and because its slope is 0, the line is going to be horizontal. Okay, so that's new now, we haven't done that before. Okay, there's very little in graphing that we've left to do, it's just this little bit here now, these next 4 examples. Okay, so y equals 4 to 0x, so the slope is 0, so that's just flat, and then 4 is where it cuts the y-axis as normal, so it's a flat slope, it's a slope of 0, so it's horizontal. Okay, same with this one, y equals 0x minus 3 if you like, so minus 3 is where it cuts the y-axis. And then it's flat slope of 0, so we just go straight across. Okay, that should be a bit more horizontal now, make sure you're doing it with a ruler. Okay, so y equals, they're both horizontal lines. So we'll label that y equals minus 3. Right, the next one, so x equals 2. Now this is different again because we've no y at all. And we know that to read it like before, it was always y equals mx plus c. We've no y to even get on its own. Okay, so this is different again. As I said, these 4 you need to pay particular attention to. Okay, so x equals 2, all we do is we go to the x-axis and we plot the point 2, and then to go through that point we need to go vertically. Okay, then x equals minus 2. Again, there's no y there, so the rules of the above ones don't apply at all. We just go to the x-axis to minus 2, which makes it a vertical line. So x equals 2, x equals minus 2. Okay, I'll give you a bit of practice on those ones anyway, out of the book. Okay, so those 4 there are the new ones. These ones we should be well used to doing, no harm to revise anyway. These ones are new. Okay, that's linear totally finished then. Okay.